I had to learn very early on there's a difference between being liked and being successful. To go from 10 to 50K months to go to scale, it comes down to letting go of the baby. It's very easy to scale to 10K months. It's very easy to scale to 50, 60K months if you could really let go of having your hands in every single pot. The big thing for me was sales. Like that was a huge part of this business. Because it's such a critical moment in any business, the sales of a business is what keep the business alive. And it was incredibly hard for me to let go of that when I first needed a sales department. But as soon as I did, it allowed me to focus on other stuff. It took the pressure off me. And it allowed me to help somebody else grow as well. And gain new skills and take things from there. So I think that's the biggest thing. The 10 to 50K is how do I systemize? How do I start to create procedures and processes? How do I attract people that I want to work with that have the same values? And I think that's one thing I've always been incredibly grateful for is a lot of the people that have come on board for Level Up as team have been previous clients. So they've already drunk the Kool-Aid, so to speak. They've already, what I mean by that is they already understand that they're aligned with the same values, with the same mission, that they want to make an impact in the world, that yes, they want to be comfortable, but they're not in it to make millions and trillions of dollars. We want to do it because we want to see an impact in the world and we want more people out there working with more people that we'll probably never work with. And I think that is the beauty of it is the more you grow a business, the less you need to do from a multitasking perspective. I'm not saying you have to do less, but I'm saying that you don't have to have your hand in as many pies. And I think that's where most businesses fail is they want to have their hand in every single pot. They don't necessarily give the autonomy they should be giving to their team. And that's where things start to fall over. I had to learn very early on there's a difference between being liked and being successful. And to be successful, you can't be liked by everyone. And I'm not just talking about it from a team's perspective. I'm talking about it from a marketing perspective. Like if you want everybody to like you, you have to be beige. And even then, people are still not going to like you because of the color of your hair or what you're wearing or whatever. I mean, anyone that's been online understands that. There are always going to be people out there that are throwing hate because they're not looking after their own lives. Always comes back to them. But I think that's the key is that you need to be focused on the numbers, focused on the business, but at the same time, you need to juggle the why are we doing this, the passion, the community, that sort of thing. So I think there is a very interesting balance that as a CEO you have to juggle where you want your team to love coming to work, to feel safe when they're at work, to love what they do, to enjoy working with you. But at the same time, when something's not working, you need to be able to switch modes. I was talking to somebody yesterday who said that they did a study, don't know where they got this information from, don't quote me on it, but they did a study and they had a look at this study where they had a performing team and they brought one negative person into that team. And over a period of time, a very short period of time, like I think it was like 2 weeks or something like that, they noticed a 45% decrease in employee satisfaction. There was more arguments, not necessarily with the negative person, but just because the negative person was in that group. And there was like a 35% decrease in performance as well, performance and results. And I think this is where a lot of people get stuck because they don't like conflict. Or not even the fact that they don't like conflict, but they just assume worst case scenario when they have to have a performance conversation or when they have to talk, when they have to put the CEO hat on, that they let it slide or that they ignore it or they give them another chance or whatever it is. When really, again, it's that above the line, below the line conversation. Are you willing to step up for your business? Step into the, yes, sure, what could I have done better as a leader in terms of training and all of that stuff in terms of interview, qualification process. There's so many things that we can do as a leader. But if it's not working, it's not working.